in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jameis now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cutler was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Jameis to throw it. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. The Browns at 13-1 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. We know that he can get 1st downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw caught right around the 6.
Now the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Browns drive about to get started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Winston now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watson on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Chubb will get the call running left. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And here he's got Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Watson.
Quick slant complete to Njoku. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll try to run with Hunt. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing again on second down. Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go with Chubb on second down, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got room. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Touchdown! Michael Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. That deficit stays right where it is. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, MVP carries his team to the playoffs? That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jameis to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsom. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And, Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First down. Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. Winston now from the 50. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb.
116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Winston now to throw on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Jameis again. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston, he's going to air one out. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Winston to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And now here's another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And they will take a knee here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now Callaway on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's up to the 20. And they work this out past the 25. Jameis now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns
Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Oh, the return is Callaway. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A 1st down throw for Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles